My name's Katie Kamisik. I'm a counselor, and I've got a daughter who is 3.5 years old. I always wanted to be a mom, so I was so excited when I got pregnant with her. I felt really excited and happy and just couldn't wait to see her. And unfortunately, Julia was upside down and backwards, so I had to have a C-section. Things started turning, unfortunately, for the worse after the C-section. Julia was having trouble breathing. So at one point I looked at my baby and she was blue. The nurse was able to revive her and my heart just sank. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna be one of those moms whose baby doesn't make it. She went to the NICU. She was in the NICU and had multiple episodes of not being able to breathe. I was really worried she wasn't gonna make it. The doctors didn't know what was wrong and they were throwing out all these different theories. Luckily, she didn't end up having a lot of what they thought she did. She was, though, like a preemie in a full-term baby's body. So all of her systems were underdeveloped. She had a great sensitivity to light, to noise, to touch. I would touch my baby and she would arch her back and try to get away from me. Completely broke my heart. And I was so scared of touching her with all the tubes and everything around her. It was scary to hold her. So the fear really was intense. And they sent us home and I was petrified that she was gonna die. I started becoming very hypervigilant. I would check her all the time. Is she breathing? Is she breathing? If she looked even a little pale, my mind started playing tricks on me too. I was convinced that she was gonna die. I was planning her funeral on a daily basis. I was pretty much almost grieving already. Postpartum depression is torture, hell on earth. Your brain and your mind and your body are all very sick. And it's constant negativity, it's constant paranoia. It's having those scary thoughts like, I'm gonna hurt her. What if I threw her down? I mean, how could a mom have those thoughts? But they were only thoughts. It's scary. There was one time where I looked at my husband and I said, if I keep feeling this way, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. It took 6 months of suffering before I really came to the conclusion that something was wrong. And I went to one of my best friends and I was telling her about what was going on, and all of a sudden it was like the dam broke. I just started crying hysterically and couldn't even believe what I was telling her. I was like, I think I have postpartum depression. And all the denial went away. And I was like, oh my goodness, I'm really sick. This is not normal. I need treatment. Made some phone calls. I did find a specialist and I started treatment immediately. And within a couple weeks, I felt significantly better. The combination of the correct therapy with a specialist and a specialist who's a psychiatrist, I think is what allowed me to recover. It was a sickness that I needed treatment for. I needed medication and I needed therapy. Postpartum depression is torture. Your brain and your mind and your body are all very sick, but it's always going to get better. More and more trainings are available. And I know at PhD Counseling Center, they have the forefront of the training and they're always kept up with up-to-date research about postpartum. So I know the counselors there, they're the only ones I know of in the state, if not even the country, that offer a nonprofit option to have a specialist treat them for postpartum. It would be in any woman's best interest to come to PhD and meet with a specialist as soon as she knows, or if she even knows she's at risk. Now it's great. She's 3.5 and she's the love of my life. Now I know what it's like when people say they've never had a love like they have for their child. I now, can really enjoy my time with her, and that's all that matters right now.